animals.
Just 5. That's a lot of
Okay.
time.
All right, so statistical inference, using the data from a sample to make conclusions or inferences about the population. The first step on statistical inference is to create confidence intervals. Oh, I forgot. We're like on a completely different thing now. I was like, what are we doing?
I don't remember either.
No, like compared to like what we were doing, like we're now on confidence intervals. And that's like kind of where we'll be for the next little bit. So we gather data from a sample. Hopefully our sample's a good one. We hope that the sample proportion represents the population proportion, so we center our confidence interval at the sample proportion. And because our sample isn't perfect, we create our interval with a margin of error. So, a medical researcher estimates that the percentage of children exposed to lead-based paint, adding that he believes his estimate has a margin of error of about 3%. Explain what the margin of error means. So, basically, what this means is he is confident that the true percent of children exposed to lead paint.
They still make lead paint.
No, it's not legal anymore. Is within 3% of his estimate.
My old house had lead paint.
Yeah, they told us that we should be concerned about that with our house when we like moved in, and like we should check because our house was built in like the 70s, which I guess like sometime in the 70s was the last year it was allowed to be used. But it's been evident that all of the house was repainted, so we weren't that worried about it. And as long as you're not licking the wall, it's fine. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't lick walls, so.
When I was little.
I don't even think I did that then. The texture of it would have gotten me.
Yeah, especially if it was like let's say a popcorn wall. I think that's just a popcorn ceiling.
Popcorn wall would suck.
No. Look, our kitchen when we moved into our house had like a popcorn wall.
Oh.
So we literally, Kenny's aunt went and like basically sanded the whole wall. So it still has a texture, but it's like a flat texture.
Yeah. That's awful for a wall.
Yeah. All right. Consider each situation described. Identify the population and the sample. Explain what P and P hat represent and tell whether the methods of this chapter can be used to create a confidence interval. A consumer group hoping to assess customer experiences with auto dealer surveys. Does yours like cut off like that? It looks like mine's like the tops of the letters are cut off. It's weird.
No, mine look fun.
Okay. 167 people who recently bought new cars. 3% of them expressed dissatisfaction with the salesperson. So, the population is all people who recently bought new cars. It's like everybody. Then the sample is the actual people who we are surveying. So the 167 people surveyed. This is probably going to give you flashbacks to chapter 2.
Yeah.
All right, then
Like it.
P. So no, a lot of times these things will actually have numbers associated with them. But right now it's not. So this is just kind of like generic to this problem. So P is the true percent of all people who recently bought cars and are satisfied. Then, so that's like the population. So our sample proportion here, which is the P hat, is the percent from the sample who were satisfied with experience buying cars. Now, we need to look at our conditions to see if we actually could create a confidence interval. So, are these things independent? Like, is each person independent of the next one? Yep. Random. Maybe, maybe not. I would say probably put a question mark there. It doesn't specify, but I feel like we could say at least it's a representative sample, so we'd probably be okay there. 10% condition, is this less than 10% of all people who've bought a new car?
Yes.
Yep, so 10%, we're good there. Now, success failure, we still have this condition. So N times P is 167 times 0.03. Which is 5, or approximately. It's 5.01 technically, but anyways, I'm just going to call it 5. What does that mean?
That it's too small.
Yeah, it's too small. This is less than 10, so no confidence interval can be created.
Oh, wait, so.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, do you have any Lysol?
Like spray or wipes?
Spray? Can you pick up?
Yeah, hold on. Yes. I'm blind. Yes, I do have some.
That is so clicky.
Yeah. You mean just spray them all? Okay. Yep, I can do that. Okay, yep. Yep, I got that. And I'll use hand sanitizer when I come back. Yeah, okay, bye.
What?
Alright. I'm just gonna